What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Zell back with another bang. In this video, I got Tszyu versus Joey Spencer official prediction. Let's get it. Um, this is a very interesting fight, right? Very, very interesting fight. Before I even talk about skills, I want to talk about physicality, right? Both guys are strong, right? Tszyu look a little smaller. Joey Spencer look a little bigger. Joey Spencer look more filled out in the weight class. The weight class looks more natural to him. Tszyu don't even look. Tszyu look like a welterweight, right? Tszyu look like a welterweight in my opinion. But Joey Spencer, the taller man, right? They got a similar arm reach. Um, and in terms of knockout percentages, it looked like Tszyu got a high knockout percentage, so Tszyu got a little bit more power. But this should be a very interesting fight, right? I haven't watched a lot of Joey Spencer, but I know that he lost to Jesus Ramos. I know that his only loss came to Jesus Ramos, and it was a little while ago, right? It was like 3 fights ago, so he hasn't lost in 3 fights. On the other hand, we got Tszyu coming back from 2 devastating losses, right? First of all, he lost his 2 belts to Sebastian Fundora, right? He got cut on the top of his head, and they let the fight continue, and he lost a lot of blood in that fight versus Fundora, and they should have stopped that fight as soon as he got that gas because the blood didn't stop. It kept coming. And he was busting Fundora up. We know he was gonna win that fight, but that injury looked like it derailed him. Right? He was confused. He didn't know what was going on. Even and then after that fight, after he lost so much blood in the split decision loss, he fought Bakram and he got dropped like 3 or 4 different times, right? He got dropped. Damn, he got dropped 3 times in round 2 and once in round 3. So he got dropped 4 times in 2 rounds. And then he got stopped in round number 3. That was devastating. So yeah, Tszyu was getting brutalized, bro. Tszyu got brutalized by Bakram. Um he got brutalized by Bakram, and Bakram showed that there was a level that Tszyu wasn't at. I don't know. And he looked like he was still thinking about that gash on his head because he was picking at it. He got hit one time and he automatically touched the top of his head like he was expecting it to bleed. So who knows if he's mentally over that gash that he received from Fundora, and then getting his chin rattled so many times by Bakram. That's 2 tough fights in a row. His managing team, and then they throw him in with Joey Spencer right after that. So his managers don't care, or somebody don't care. They say Tszyu will crash and he gonna crash, and I respect it because Tszyu fighting the same type of guys Devin Haney fighting, dangerous guys, right? Tszyu fighting danger man after danger man after danger man, and you gotta respect it. The only thing is he gotta know how to adjust. Tszyu, it didn't look like he knew how to make adjustments, right? Versus Fundora, he couldn't adjust after he got elbowed. Versus Bakram, he never adjust after that first knockdown. You're supposed to make an adjustment. He kept doing the same thing and kept getting hurt the same way, right? It was ridiculous. So who knows, bro? Joey Spencer don't have the type of power that Bakram has, right? Because Bakram got a 73% knockout rate himself, right? So Bakram got a higher knockout rate than both of those guys. So to be completely honest with you, Joey Spencer don't have that type of kill ratio, but he does have power. But I think if Tszyu boxes this dude and picks his shots, he'll have a easier time. You feel me? I think if he boxed Bakram and picked his shots, he could have hurt him. You feel me? But he rushed his work and ran into powerful punches for no reason, right? He had no reason to keep taking that type of punishment. Even if you check the odds, Tszyu is a favorite by like 1,000, something like that. So it's interesting. It's very, very interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if Tszyu lost, right? Because I don't know what his chin looks like, right? Everybody talking about Devin Haney chin. What about Tszyu chin? Everybody talking about we don't know if Devin Haney chin gonna be the same. What about Tszyu chin? You feel me? Will he be able to take one of Jose punches? Cause Jose, Tszyu, he had a good chin. Keyword had. We don't know how he gonna recover from Bakram. We gonna see though. Trust me, we gonna see Saturday, 2 days from now after this video gets posted. 2 depending on when I post it, either Thursday or Friday. I don't know, but either way, it's gonna be a good fight. I'm excited. Um, and if I had to put absolute money on it, it would be Tszyu. simply because he's been in the ring with tougher guys, right? And usually, when you lose to a guy on a higher level, you know where you are, you know where you stand. That's when your skill's supposed to develop. Or when you have a tough fight with somebody and you get a win, that's when your skill's supposed to develop the most, right? I could compare that to Devin Haney. Devin Haney, people say he had a tough fight versus Lomé. It was a tough fight. People say he robbed him. I disagree with that robbery shit, but the fact of the matter is, after Lomachenko, Devin Haney showed that he went to a different level versus Regis. And Devin Haney, after that loss to Ryan, I want to see him get to that next level versus Jose. And that next level is going to be him being more disciplined with his jab, him setting his punches up, and him being more defensively responsible. Um, Tszyu biggest flaw versus Bacham was his defensive irresponsibility. He was irresponsible on defense. He was throwing punches with no setup, leaving his head never get off the line. When he punched, his head stays on the line. Right? He never moved his head. He don't anticipate attacks. His reaction time wasn't fast. He was getting rocked. It was a bad outing, but yeah, I picked Tszyu. Um, either by decision or a late stoppage. You feel me? Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this. Hit the post notification bell. Till next time.